Okay. Oh my god, why you have a dinosaur on your head?
Yeah, my son like ma.
Okay, let's begin. So how did we know each other?
How did we know each other? Okay. I just remember my boss bring me over to your seat and introduce me to you. Right? You remember, right?
Yeah. So Boey and I met each other in Thermo Fisher Scientific. So I
Yeah,
used
we're
to,
ex-colleagues.
yeah, we were ex-colleagues. So now I'm not in Thermo Fisher anymore. I've moved on to another market leader company. So Boey was someone that I was able to talk well with, and we always share about some of the beauty tips. We talk about like online shopping. We talk about exchanging coins using vending machine. Yeah, so we had quite a lot of fun, even though I only was there for a year plus. So today I invited Boey because she is a very pretty young mom. So to me, I feel that she's quite disciplined managing her son, Olsen, the very cute little boy. So I had some question for her in terms of millennial motherhood journey. So my first question to you is, how long have you been a mom? And maybe you can introduce a bit about baby Olsen.
Okay. So it was only 1 year. Okay, so my son just turned 1 year old 2 weeks ago. Yeah, so I gave birth to my son 2nd of June last year. Yeah, so it was a totally new and very amazing journey, I would say. And yeah, my son is not an angelic baby. So he gave me a lot of tough time during the first 3 months of his life. So I'll talk more about it later. So yeah, my son's name is Olsen and he's currently sleeping. Yeah, because I have a very good sleeping schedule for him. I will talk about this later on as well. So yeah, so he's chubby and healthy. Yep.
So Boey, how did you discover that you are pregnant?
Oh, good question. Okay, because my period was late for about a week, and my period was very regular. So I know something was wrong when even 1 or 2 days late. So I'm quite confirmed that I'm pregnant actually, but I only tested it out after a week later.
What is the symptoms? Like, do you have any symptoms when you found out that you suspect that you're pregnant, or you
No,
confirm that you're pregnant?
There's too early for symptoms yet because they're still early, still only like 1 month because we counted from our last period. So from the day our last period to the day that we're going to have period is considered 1 month. So the baby only 1 month old, so you will not have any symptom yet. So the most obvious one is late of period.
For how long? 1 week?
For me, it's 1 week. Maybe for those who not regular one, I think they might have to wait longer. I have a friend who is currently joining this live video as well. Her periods were late for 3 months, only she found out.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, ladies, if your period is late, like 1 to 2 weeks, maybe you should start to check already. So
Yeah.
the top 3 things that every woman should know when they are pregnant?
I think the common one, I think most of the people will know, like you get nausea, fatigue during the period of pregnant for the first 3 months, first trimester, you have nausea, you easily feel dizzy or very sleepy. I think you know as well because I always Skype you during our work days. I say I'm very sleepy. Yeah, that was a very tough 3 months because yeah, you experience a lot of mood swings as well because your hormone changes so much in your body to be able to like to grow the baby in your womb. Yeah, so you experience a lot of mood swings and suddenly change of appetites as well. Yeah, so I think these are the common things that every woman already know. But I would like to talk more about things like things that was untold, that I only knew about it after I give birth and after I get pregnant. So I think the first of all, the things that I would like to tell you all is, you feel really helpless during your pregnancy because you don't know what to expect yet, right? So you have a lot of hesitation. You don't know if your pregnancy is healthy or not. And you have to listen to your doctor a lot. So I think this was during pregnancy, and you also feel very helpless after delivery as well. So this is first thing, helpless. Okay, but this is very normal. I think what we need to do is to research more and to read more. For me, as a millennial, you know, we don't like to listen to the elders. We always do things that we want. So I think the best thing to do is to do your own studies and do your own research to make yourself feel more comfortable and more feel secured, so that you are aware what will happen next. So you'll be more prepared and more ready to welcome all those unsuspect, how you say, that you did not expect it to happen. Things that you not expect it to happen. Okay, so I think studies and research is very important during your 10 months pregnancy period. Okay, and then the last thing I would say is during pregnant, what you need to know. Yeah, you get a lot of sleepless night as well because your bum is really big. Especially during the last trimester, your bum is really, really big, and you will not be able to sleep in one position. You will need to turn here and turn left and right, but you will not get the most comfortable position ever for whole night. Yeah, so that is the life of the third trimester, when your bum getting bigger and heavier, and you'll be easily awake as well because you need to pee. You always have frequent pee as well. Yeah, I think these are the very common things that we feel during pregnancy.
So, okay, that's very interesting. So what are the, top 3 best practices that you feel every mother should also practice?
Top 3 practices.
Or maybe before I move to that, right, I should ask, what is the expectation of costing to be like for every doctor visit and hospitalization fee? Yeah.
Okay, depends on which hospital you go and which gynae you engage with. The gynae that I engage with is quite a famous one, so the cost is pretty high. But I guess each consultation and scan is about 100 plus per visit. So consultation is around 100, 110, okay? And then the scan is about $50. Plus all the supplement if you are getting from the gynae as well, it will be around 300-400 per visit. Yeah. So for the delivery fees is about 3K plus for normal delivery. And if you are by C-sec, you need to stay one more night and it will cost you 4K plus. Yeah, so I think the whole total package that I paid for my boy is around 13K. It's on the high side because my gynae is really expensive. Yeah.
13K is 13K is a 2019 fee. We don't know whether it rise in 2020 yet.
Yes.
Okay, so after giving birth, what are the best 3 practices that you feel every mother should also practice? Because I see that you have a very disciplined schedule for Olsen, and you're able to manage your kid very well while maintaining your looks, your figure, and making sure that, you are maintaining yourself. Like, what are the top 3 best practices?
I think I only figure it out after 3 months of my baby was born, because the first 3 months is really a mess for me because as I told you, I feel very helpless, especially when I am actually a Malaysian. I'm married to Singapore and my family is not with me, so I feel very scared the moment after I delivered. Yeah, I feel very insecure because I do not have someone that is really understand me beside me, except for my husband. Okay. Yeah, because husband really sometimes he is also helpless because he's also a first-time father, so he cannot help much either. So you are all by yourself mostly. So the first 3 months, I'm really in a mess, and I got into depression and anxiety as usual. And this is really common for first-time mom. I think I should tell everybody it's not something very shameful to talk about. And you should actually talk more to your friends if you experience this kind of feeling. And I'm really open to it, and I actually met with a psychiatrist as well. So for the first 3 months, I experienced a lot, and I found that my own sanity is really important. So I think I should really come up with a routine for my baby, is for his wellness and also for my sanity. Because as long as a good routine is established, the baby schedule will be predictable, and that's why you'll be able to plan your own daily routine as well. Because when you know what time baby will wake up, you know what to do next. And you also give the baby a sense of secure, because the baby is very new to the world. So it's good to set up a daily routine for a baby so that he will know what will happen next. Okay, so that your baby will cry less as well. So after the first 3 months, I set a daily routine for a baby, like what time he should wake up, what time he should go for a bath, eat. And for nap, I also have a very consistent sleeping schedule as well, because sleep is very important for the baby, and it actually helps in his brain development. So if baby did not sleep enough, he will have very bad behavior, and will cry a lot, will very fussy. So sleeping is really important. And I know most of the people will say, can you hear me?
Yeah, can.
Yeah, I think most of the people will say, baby usually will cry they'll cry for a few months, then it will pass. But actually this is not true. Baby crying can be settled. Unless your baby is really those hyperactive kind that you get diagnosed by a PD or anything like that. So, but usually babies' cries and sleeplessness can be settled by a proper sleeping schedule. So yeah, you should set a sleeping schedule for a baby, a daily routine for a baby. These two things are really, really important to help your baby and also to gain back your own sanity. I think once I set up all this routine, I've slowly gained back my own sanity, and I become happier, and I start to dress up myself, and I have more confidence in handling my baby. I no longer feeling as anxiety, because last time I used to feel very scared when I hear my babies cry. So after I set all this routine, I feel more comfortable, because I know he cried because it's time for the feed. He needs milk. So I know what's happened. So no longer like last time, like, why suddenly he cried? Why suddenly he wake up in the night? Something like that. So now my baby get used to the routine, and he really adapting very well. Like he can play well, can eat well. So I think these are the things that you should practice for every mommy.
Yeah, I think that is very helpful for most of the mommy. Like nobody really talks about how mommies feel, except when after they give birth, then they actually know that this is actually all kind of like a normal journey. Like I also heard like a lot of moms is like they face with depression, but they don't know that it's normal for pregnant ladies to have such a condition.
Yeah, especially when the people around you don't feel it. Because they thought this is normal, but this is not normal to keep it to yourself. Okay, I would say it's normal to tell someone that you close with to talk about it, that you feel a bit weird, like you don't feel happy, you're very tearful. So it's good to speak out to your friends as well, if maybe your husband cannot understand. So it's good to tell your good friends as well, so that they can advise you, or maybe just listen to you. You feel much better.
Yeah. So what would you recommend, like let's say okay, a person is pregnant, what would you recommend, like friends, family, or the partner to kind of like do certain things to kind of like support, like being more understanding, etc.?
I think first thing first, the one who is always beside you is your husband. I think not only the mommy should learn how to be a mommy. I think the dad should also be more proactive to learn how to take care of the baby, and like not only leave it to the wife to take care of the baby, like I don't know how to put on the diapers at all. Like this shouldn't be an excuse. I think as a father, he should be always be more proactive to learn, and even he don't know, he can learn, right? He can learn from YouTube, from all the resources online. I think there's a lot of resources for the husband to learn as well, because as a mom, if I can learn all this, why a husband cannot, right? So I think it would be good for all the husband to try to be involved in all these processes in taking care of the baby, because this will help the mummies a lot, because the mummy will feel that you care for her and also care for the baby. So yeah, this is the husband's role. I think this is not helping. This is his responsibility. Okay. Okay. So next is families. Families is of course, when we are not able to take care of the baby, the family will definitely help you. This is really important. I guess mentally support is also important. Like me, I cannot meet my family as often, so I can only call them like video call, and they always tell me some supportive words, and that's more than enough for me, because better than none. Because I cannot meet them, so I always video call them to tell them my problems, to tell them my baby suddenly cries, I don't know why. Then my mother would tell me what to do and tell me don't be worried, it's very normal, something like that. Yeah. So for friends perspective, I think friends can always lend an open ear to these mommy who have problems. Like if you feel your friends have problems telling her husband, or have problem telling her own family, and she looking for you, I think it's very, very important for you to lend her an open ears and really listen to her problems, because you know, if she has a way to speak out, she won't find you. Okay. If she look for you, there's definitely something wrong already, because she also have family, she has husband, but why she look for you? So you know something is wrong if your friend is looking for you for all these quite personal problems. So yeah, try to talk more to this friend and try to make her happy. Okay, try to divert her to think more happy stuff. This is also very helpful. Yeah.
Okay. Hello, hello. Hey. I don't know how to pronounce his name. So you have quite a few friends joining in. Thanks for joining us tonight. So yeah, I'm Sarah and I have Boey here with me, and the topic is let's talk about millennial motherhood journey. So Boey has shared a few tips, and I think that for ladies or for guys, if you have like a wife, if you have a wife, or you have a friend who is pregnant, there are certain things that you can grab from Boey's tips. If you are looking, if you're a lady, you're getting pregnant, these are really valid tips for ourselves, because Boey has a son. She has been through one round of pregnancy. So I'm still like, not married yet. So yeah, these tips will be very useful to come. Okay, so Boey, let's move on to next. What are the top 5 websites that you visit for baby notes and products? I think this is very helpful because, as you shared just now, right, very important to do research, very important to know about babies, and, I think most importantly, what products to buy, right, and where to buy it, right, because we are all so busy with work. We are also busy with taking care of baby, and we are so busy, doing all the hustles in our lives for career, our family, networking. So what are the top 5 websites that you would recommend to mummies or people who are preparing to be parents or already a parent?
Okay, but I don't usually go to just that few websites, because I usually just Google, and I believe to not just trust on one source. I always look for different kind of sources, resources, and to read through all the articles to find the relevancy and see if these websites are telling the same thing. like what I just told you about the sleeping schedule and about the baby sleeping patterns. I look for this information online, and I actually found that there are a lot of resources online that you can refer. There are some sleeping baby website from Australia, from Mommy Who Wrote by Mommy in Australia, from a mommy who wrote in UK. So I refer to all these websites and found that they're actually telling the same thing. So, and that is how I make a conclusion that these are legit information that I can follow. So I don't usually just go to one website. So what I advise is you should look for different kind of resources and read as much as possible, and to see if these information are legit and is true. Because due to my background, I study biotechnology, so I have quite some scientific knowledge already. So I know which are the truth and which are not true. So for me, it's easier to understand because I love biology. So I understand about the human things, what is happening inside us, and like why baby fever, why baby get this or that. So I already have some basic knowledge about this. So for me to understand all these resources is not that hard. But I think for normal mummies who do not have a scientific background, it's a bit hard for them to understand those scientific jargons and scientific terms. But I think it's good to also read more than just one website. I think these are my advice to you. But for shopping, I have a lot of websites to to recommend.
Okay, so top 5 website for shopping. Top 5. Pick 5.
Top 5. The most frequent one that I went is Pub 6 Studio. I think most mommy will know Pub 6 Studios. They sell a lot of baby stuff, a lot of brands inside. And the other one is I also go to Mother Care website, because Mother Care, I know they have a physical store, but sometimes it's easier to order online. Okay. And what else? Which I went to Taobao. Taobao is really, really useful, but you have to search the product carefully lah. Not just buy those very cheap one. No, you have to read all the reviews and all the. You must look at the real photos of the reviewers so that you know the quality of the products. And because for babies' product, you have to be more careful because babies are more sensitive, their skin are very delicate. So you have to look for really good qualities one, and you can really get good products from Taobao. So don't have this mindset that China stuff is not good, but China stuff sometimes is really good as well. Okay, and what are the other website that I went? I went to this specific website, those who is opened by the mummies in Singapore. Those local Singapore mummies who have their own business. So I usually go to their store to buy their stuff. Like I have this chest rub for my baby to use it every night for his sleep and to breathe better, to prevent him from getting to catch a cold. So yeah, I have this regular chest rub products website to go every month, I think. Yeah, I don't know whether I should share with you here.
Yeah, I think you can share the website later. Yeah, you share with me the link.
Okay, yeah. So the product name is Sunshine Baby Organics. So they're using essential oils to make the chest rub. Yeah, I think the chest rub is really effective and very useful. That my baby, once he apply the chest rub and his cold actually recover in 2 days. It's really amazing. Yeah, and then apart from that, I also went to Cotton On for their baby bibs. And the other things is Uniqlo. Uniqlo, their baby stuff is quite good as well, because their cotton is really soft. Their jumpers, their rompers, their onesies for baby is really cute as well. So I do get a lot of clothes from Uniqlo for my baby.
So later you share with me the links. I will put into key takeaway notes lah. Yeah,
Okay,
alongside with the videos. Okay.
Sure.
So you know what kind of maybe these are further questions because I know Olsen has his own Instagram. So what can we look forward to, your sharing? Like, will you be sharing more on tips of managing baby sleeping, or you will do more videos with Olsen someday?
For Ozen's account is usually just to post his photos, not really sharing about information. So if I don't know if my friends or people's here who's joining this video, I don't know whether you're interested to know about all these tips or not, because I think most mommy will do their research by their own. So yeah, so if you all are interested, I definitely share more, like where to buy good stuff, like how to sleep train your baby, like how to set a daily routine for a baby, all these things. But I'm not an expert. I'm just sharing my experience, my 1 year experience of taking care of my baby. So yeah, if there's people interested to know more, of course I will share. Yeah, in my own profile, not Ozen's profile.
So here we still have about 5 audiences. Do you have any question related to motherhood journey? Just feel free to put down in the comment. Or you can separately reach out to Boey to ask specific questions. But definitely all these tips that Boey shared will be put onto my website. I'll be putting some pointers and takeaways that I learned from her, and also the URL links that she's looking at. Yeah, and then I think moving forward, I would hope Boey can join me more often. I'll be coming up with a few series to talk more about motherhood journey, because I'm not a mother yet, so I want to learn first. It's always good to keep learning, right?
Yeah, I'm also happy to share more about the scientific way to raise a baby, like how to control a baby's behavior using a scientific way. Yeah,
That's
because
so cool.
I do believe in this kind of teaching rather than scolding and blaming the baby, because I think all these have reasons behind. You shouldn't just blame or scold a baby when they have when they did something wrong. So you should really look into why they do this and have reasons behind, and really talk to your baby. I call this a scientific way of teaching the baby. Yeah, I'm really interested to share more about this.
That's so cool. I hope someday our live work can invite more, individuals who are keen to learn about this. Then we can have more questions on board. So I think that's all for today, Boey. Thanks for joining me. I will
Thank
separately
you.
get the links from you, and then I'll share with you the display lah. Across channels. It will be parked somewhere, and then I'll share with you. Thank you for joining
Yeah.
us, everyone. If you just joined, fear not. All these videos will be parked somewhere.